So this one's an example of sort of the map, paying attention to it, what the enemy are doing. This is another close game. And we come out on top because we react to what they're doing. So while they change flanks a couple of times, we react to it and we counter it each time.
Let's get to it.
Exactly the same setup. Graf Spay, Pencer, DD, weak flank. Everyone else strong flank. We ignore the B-cap. There's nothing good there for us. Now this map in the Pencer is a bit more difficult because there's not many islands you can use. I mean, they exist, but they're not in the positions where you're going to get early in the game. So it's much more difficult to support the DD and the cap. There is quite a way to go. I'm heading to the D8 island. The Pensacola on the other flank is heading to D3. So Molotov on the flank, and on my side, Graf Spay on the flank, for us to head to C9 to start with. And again, they're just preliminary starting positions. We're not committed to them to the point where if we see all the enemy team go to one side, that we don't react, and that's what this battle's about. Sorry about that. So right here, I'm just pointing out to the DD on the other flank that if he sails between that island and the cap, he doesn't have an escape route. That's something to think about for your DD players. So if he gets spotted there by the enemy DD, he can't turn away because he's got the island outside him. So it's a bit of a high risk, high reward strategy. He's got plenty of support there, but both of them are behind the island and can't actually fire on the target. DD's on this flank, so I'm like, yeah, cool, safe. Have that and get in there. Now, Ice Pop's a panic smoke screen here. Probably shouldn't have. Probably should have hung onto it. Sling some torps, and I'm immediately telling him to back out, get out of the smoke, and fall back to us. And if you can, keep that DD spotted. We're all firing on it. So I can see what's waiting for me around that corner. I'm already turning away hard, 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 hard. There's the torps. I also spotted them. So I desperately want to get a shot on that destroyer. And I'm watching the ships. They're all shooting at ice. So I've got the opportunity to sort of keep a bit of angle open and get all my guns on that DD.
Torpedoes to starboard.
So we've conceded the cap here already. There's 1, 2, 3, 4 ships here. We've got 2 Graf Spays, a DD, and a battleship. We're not going to win this fight. We are getting the fuck out of here. I've told K-Works to turn away to the north. I'm turning off, turned away. I'm just backing off. Now that smoke screen that popped earlier is actually hiding their Graf Spay. Thankfully, thanks to his smoke detection range, he got spotted when he fired, but I didn't. I spotted him through the smoke. The detection penalty. So we know we've lost this fight, but we've got the cap at A, and they've already moved over to B. So the DD's in B, but at this point Yuri's calling those 2 DDs. I'm telling K-Works to get right in the back of the map, disengage completely. But the Pencer and the Molotov on the other flank are there to defend that cap. Just leaving the 2 there to defend. I'm not firing my guns. sitting broadside to 2 sets of battleship guns at the moment. Now, overfly there, just as I get the BB and the cruiser, the Grass Bay, behind the island. I'm keeping an eye on that Grass Bay in the centre. Now, he's a risk because he's charging into our Shinonome, so he's hydro charging it, we think. He's a high priority target. Now, at this point, instead of continuing to the south and mirroring them, we can see all of them are heading into B. So at this point, I start turning back around again, looking at creating the angle. See the DD there? Take a shot at him, obviously. Always want to take a shot at the DD. I got my bow pointed towards the battleship and the 2 Grass Bays, and I start backing up. Now I'm telling K-Works to head clockwise, turn all the way back around, head back to his original position. They're vacating. Like, Yuri's also noted it. Remember in the game, he's like, well, they're leaving, you guys can push back in. I'm like, yep, we're on it. At this point, I've backed off far enough, Fuso can't see me, can't spot me. The Grass Bay in F7, he's behind an island. So the Grass Bay in the centre is there. The DD can spot me potentially, but we're taking this opportunity to rush forward to try and generate the crossfire. See where the Fuso's guns are pointing. They're not pointing to me, and I'm getting behind cover, so take a shot. Now this tells me the DD is in that gap. Or he was, because I was spotted when I shouldn't have been. There's your smoke screen. Yeah, Yuri's in a bit of trouble. He's in there with a DD and a Grass Bay and another Grass Bay coming in. At this point, neither team's lost ships. We've got 1 cap each, and the centre one is theirs, but contested because Yuri's in there. So he's denying the points. I'm looking for a shot on this DD. Iceland's tall. We fired when he came back. So he came back with us as well. I'm calling K-Works forward. I'm moving forward. We're all pushing forward together. We're going to get in behind him now. Now we're taking the DD down. We should be okay, but Yuri is still in there with a Grass Bay. Still taking a lot of damage. And that Fuso is about to come around the corner, so he needs help. I'm looking at the position of the Fuso and that Grass Bay in front of me. And I'm keeping angled towards those ships over there. I can see where the Grass Bay's guns are pointed. The center that I'm firing on, I know he's not going to shoot back, so I've got the opportunity to get all my guns on target. Yuri calling for help. Taking the map. Yeah, shooting him. Now I've got the cap advantage. We've got a point advantage. But this game is not over. I don't know where those shells went, but they all missed. Still keeping the island between me, the Fuso, that other Grass Bay. I've got 1 target to worry about. Got K-Works pushing up on the flank wide of me to prevent their Grass Bay there at 9.7 kilometers away from pushing around my left. And I stop pushing forward at this point because I know if I go forward I'll get the Fuso, that rear Grass Bay, or the one close to the island opportunity to fire it. One in the centre is still hell bent on Yuri. He's trying to get out of there alive. Again, he's on like 1,000 health. I landed a big hit on that guy. But he's still going. Now I'm pushing into the island.
Concentrate fire on that enemy warship.
Because that Fuso wants to move around. Chuck the fighter up again for spotting data. I want to know where both those Grass Bays are behind this island. if I can. And I'm concerned about going past this gap. There's Yuri burning on low health. Very, very low health.
Victory is in
So I'm
sight.
spotted by the grass space fighters. I see him there. I immediately start turning away.
All stations requesting
Pop my
fire
hydro.
support.
Because I know what's coming. Yeah, he's just fired his guns. So I square off. I'm angled against the food zone. Boom, get the shot out. Now angle back away from those guys. That grass bay. Trying to angle both the food zone and the grass bay. A bit of throttle jinking. He fired his guns again, so again I open up to him. Angle with the food zone.
Victory is in sight.
DD's double back around to cap B. And this shot's at me, and this is bad. I wasn't paying attention, and I got punished. So I'm full speed, I'm bugging out. Get this island between me and him. Even though it denies me the shot, I'm okay with it. And I'm looking at that other grass bay,
Designated target.
coming past the gap, and I'm telling K-Works to take care. There's going to be a grass bay come up on his right. He's giving broadside to it.
Concentrate fire on the
Alternatively, we have a
designated
broadside shot on him, so we should be taking it. K-Works should have kept moving forward here, he didn't. And that's a mistake. I get the shot out before he can spot me. And now I'm spotted. So I'm staying angled against him, and he's fired now at the K-Works. He gets punished a little bit, but not nearly as badly as I did earlier in the game. Now we've got all three caps, we're on 920 points. He's pushing into B out of desperation. Yuri went down, he burned to death up the back of the map. But now we've got them sort of in two lines of the map. Our Molotov has gone down on the flank, but we've got Pensacola in there at A. Bow into the Fuso, bow into that low health grass bay. They're the only threats. So K-Works is overextending. He's going out there by himself, which is a mistake, shouldn't be happening. He killed that island, but someone else took out that low health grass bay, and that was the end of that game. But you see how when they pushed us, we fell back, and then when they felt they'd won that flank, we reversed, we went back around them, around on their flank, and recaptured that base. And then we got crossfires into the centre where they moved into. So yeah, that's a good game for that.